What's good, YouTube? With your worker Kasui back at it with another video, and today we have none other than a new series called The Orange Claw. What if Naruto was an Uchiha Part 1? Now, I am being quiet right now because it's a house, because I'm in my house, but a lot of people are sleeping, bro. But hey, I'm gonna be dropping bangers all night, fam. You feel me? Anyways, I just got done making part 5, so what we're gonna do for this video is kind of something similar to what I did for the last video. The ship in this is gonna be, listen, Mikoto is actually gonna be Naruto's mother, as Fugaku is gonna be Fugaku's gonna be Naruto's dad. Wait, no. What am I saying? Yeah, Minato's gonna be Naruto's father, and Mikoto is going to be Naruto's mother, as Kushina is actually going to be the ship in this. It's going to be Naruto Kushina, because Kushina is going to be Naruto's age, and it's going to go the same kind of as like how Minato and Kushina met, but I'm going to take my own route. So this is the Orange Claw. What if Naruto was an Uchiha Part 1? So, we start this video off the day of the Nine Tails attack. The day of the Nine Tails attack, Mikoto was the carrier of the Nine Tails, as everything went the same basically, as then the Nine Tails got sealed into Naruto. As this time, Naruto was taken by Hiruzen, and he actually lived with Hiruzen. As when Naruto was of the age, Hiruzen would train the boy. As then during the weekends, he would go to the Uchihas. So, we're going to start this off where, actually no, Hiruzen, he didn't live with Hiruzen because he was full Uchiha, so after staying with Hiruzen for 1 week, he was placed in the Uchiha's care. He lived with I'm tired of him living with people putting him with Fugaku. I'm gonna say that he lived with, Naruto lived with, okay, fine, Naruto lived with, Shisui. Yeah, I'm gonna say Naruto lived with Shisui, as Shisui stepped up to take care of Naruto, because he's seen a lot of potential in Naruto. So, Naruto looks a lot like Yahiko. As you guys can see, this is basically Naruto. But, this is later on in the series, because obviously I'm not going to start this series off with Naruto having no 3-tamo. I don't make him that overpowered now. But anyways, so, in this series, let me stop saying in this series, let's get right into it. So, Naruto is 4 years old, living with Shisui. As Shisui has told Naruto about how he's gonna start training him. As Naruto is excited, but because he knows all the times that Shisui wasn't there at the house, as Naruto went outside, he would get beat up and treated like freaking dirt. As he got tired of it, he was like, I'm tired of this village's freaking nonsense. I'm ready to end my life. As then Shisui stopped him multiple times. As then Naruto finally gave up on trying to kill himself, and actually is trying to take his ninja life seriously. As Naruto has been training a lot, Naruto has developed a nature for an affinity for lightning. Lightning is Naruto's main chakra nature as of right now. As Shisui knows a few lightning techniques, he teaches Naruto, as Naruto makes some of his own. So now we go to when Naruto is training with Shisui in the forest, as then he got an affinity for fire. Shisui says that's perfect. As then Naruto learns the beginner's fire style fireball jutsu. I feel like that's what all of the beginners learn. As the next, he was taught the Uchiha style Halo dance, because Shisui gave Naruto a little blade like his. But with that being said, Naruto is pretty strong. As Naruto right now, we're gonna say, I'm gonna do a time skip to now. Naruto is 7 years old. As Naruto is 7 years old, he's about as tall as he is in this picture, which is like, not tall at all, actually. It's pretty short. The average height of a 7-year-old, I guess you could say. As anyways, Naruto has unlocked his one Tamo Sharingan. Flashback. Him and Shisui are training as Shisui says, Naruto, you have to train harder than this. Do you really want to see the people that you love die? Do you want to see any of your friends die like Sasuke or any of the other people in your academy? As Naruto says, no, I don't. Shisui says, well, at this rate, you're gonna, because you're pretty weak. As I hit Naruto, that was a low blow for Shisui. Shisui was saying that, seeing if it would awaken his Sharingan. He really didn't mean none of it. As then Naruto looked up at Shisui crying, saying, I want to get stronger. As then Naruto opened his eyes with tears in it, he had the one Tamo Sharingan. End of flashback. So now, Shisui is teaching Naruto, like, Chunin level taijutsu. So that means I'd say Naruto's taijutsu right now at the age of 7 is a solid B rank. As Naruto is really good with operating in the shadows. Yes, Naruto is really good with stealthy missions and taking out people in groups in the nighttime. So, now, we're gonna say Naruto is now 8 years old as it's time to start the academy. As he's a very quiet one in the academy, as he always does what he's supposed to do. Never talking back to the assistant teacher. He's never talking back to Aruka or nobody like that. As it's Naruto's first day in the academy, he walks in and takes his seat. As then he sits next to one of his old friends. As then the teacher says, good morning, class. Today we'll be learning about chakra control. As Naruto needed to learn about that because he already knows about it from Shisui. A week later, Naruto walks into class as he sits at his seat by his friend again. As then Naruto says, class, I have an announcement to make. As Naruto says, what's going on? As then Iruka says, we have a new student in our class. Her name is Kushina Uzumaki. As then Kushina walks in with her red hair, as the whole class is making fun of her. As then Naruto says, shut up, you losers. As everybody looks at him saying, just because her hair is red doesn't make her make her weird or anything. I mean, my hair is orange and you guys are friends with me. Just accept her for who she is. As they all say, yes, sorry, Kushina, was it? We're very sorry for laughing at your red hair. As Kushina's like, it's okay, as they're only saying sorry in front of Naruto. But when they're alone with Kushina, they're gonna freaking bully the crap out of her, no cap. Anyways, because they know how strong Naruto is. So anyways, Kushina's like, this orange-haired boy, he's so different. As in Naruto is staring at her red hair at the corner of his eyes, he says, what are you looking at? As Naruto immediately looks away. As then in the back of the class, as they think Naruto's not paying attention, they say, as they have Kushina cornered up against the back of the wall, as they say, your hair's so red, it looks like somebody literally died and coughed blood all over your hair. And then the other one says, yeah, I bet your mother and your father don't love you, do they? As this hurt Kushina because her parents died. As Naruto heard this, he got angered. As he got up and started walking towards the kids. Oh yeah, by the way, Naruto right now wears a all black, he wears a black t-shirt with a black jacket on top of his t-shirt, kind of like Boruto's, except it has a Uchiha sign on the back of it, with black jogger pants, and ninja tape around his ankles with black shinobi shoes. As he says, "Would you care to repeat what you just said to her?" As Kushina looks at Naruto, as in as then one of the kids say, "We didn't say anything." As Naruto activates his one Tamo Sharingan, saying, "No, say it again. I dare you." As then they say, "Oh, forget this. We're out of here." As they try to leave, as Naruto teleports in front of the door, moving so fast it looks like he teleported. And then he says, as then he gives them all a kick to the stomach, as they couldn't dodge it because he did it so fast. And then he walked up to Kushina saying, here, because her hair was messed up because they were grabbing all over it. As he says, if anybody touches your hair again, you let me know, okay? As Kushina says, okay. As Kushina knows how it is being the new girl and stuff, as Naruto goes and has a seat. As Kushina makes a new friend, this girl is Sakura Haruno. But they're not really friends, they're just girls who talk to each other, I guess. Kushina can't really trust anybody, especially since she's a Jinchuriki, just like Naruto, except Naruto has 9 tails, and I'm gonna give Kushina Kushina has the 7 tails. Yeah, that's like the 3rd strongest, whatever. Anyways, so therefore, it's the end of the day as Naruto goes to train with Shisui. On that day Naruto trains with Shisui, Naruto unlocks his 2 Tamo Sharingan. As Naruto unlocks his 2 Tamo Sharingan, Shisui then says, here, stay here and work with your stuff, Naruto. I'm gonna go home and get dinner ready. As Naruto says, okay, Shisui. As then Naruto hears screams, and then the screams stop. But he knows that scream voice. The scream sounded like Kushina. As Naruto immediately puts his Uchiha jacket on and grabs kunais and runs out, body flickering through the forest, trying to find out why he heard that scream. As he's in the trees peeking behind the tree with his 2 Tamo Sharingan, he sees people that captured Kushina escorting her to the hidden cloud village. As then I told you guys, Naruto's good at operating in the shadows, so he each takes them out one by one, very swiftly and quietly. As then the last one sees Naruto, as then he jumps up into a tree, as he's still gonna stop Naruto, as Naruto hits him with a fire-style fireball jutsu. As the man gets caught by this and gets slammed into a tree, he died. As Kushina's still walking, thinking that she's being escorted, Naruto says, hey. And then she looks up slowly, seeing Naruto. She's like, Naruto, it's you. Actually, no, she doesn't know his name, so she's just like, it's you. As then Naruto unties her and picks her up. I know I'm kind of like replaying what happened in the real movie. Hey, but chill on me, I have something special planned. And then he jumps on top of a treetop saying, you know, your hair is beautiful, and you were leaving strands of it there, so it was really easy to find you. It's magnificent to me. As Kushina says, you're just saying that. As Naruto says, no, I'm being serious. I really like your hair. As then he says, I find you very pretty, and you seem like a really good person. As Kushina blushes. As Naruto says, those people shouldn't have laid their hands on you. They didn't have the right, but they shouldn't do it again. I promise they won't do it again, because I'll protect you with my life. As then, they share a embraceful kiss on each other's lips. Listen, I know they're both 8, but hey, it's whatever. They kiss each other on the lips. As then Naruto escorts Kushina back to her house with her step-parents. As then he says, I'll see you tomorrow, Kushina. As Kushina says, yes, Naruto, I'll see you tomorrow too. As then Naruto walks back to his house like, ooh, I just got a kiss. As Naruto arrives back to his house, he walks in looking all happy like he was starstruck. And Shisui's like, oh, snap, Naruto, what's going on with you? As Naruto says, oh, nothing, Shisui. As Shisui says, no, I know that look. That look means that you're excited, that you just did something. As Naruto says, what are you talking about, Shisui? As then Shisui says, Naruto, what did you do? As Naruto says, oh, I just had my first kiss already at the age of 8. And Shisui's like, what? Your first kiss? Naruto, as Naruto says, but it really meant something though. It was deep, and I believed it, and it was real. And Shisui says, wow, Naruto. As Naruto, just thinking about Kushina, unlocks his 3-time Sharingan. As Shisui says, there is no way that you just unlocked your 3-time Sharingan because you just got your first kiss. As Naruto looks at Shisui saying, I guess so. As Naruto says, I'm not hungry, Shisui. I'll eat tomorrow. I need to go to sleep. I'm too excited for tomorrow. As Naruto goes to sleep, excited for what the day holds tomorrow. As Naruto wakes up and gets dressed, he puts his Uchiha jacket on, along with his sword that he carries on his back. He begins his walk to the academy. As he arrives there, he sees Kushina in the about to walk into the door of the academy. As Naruto runs up to her saying, "Hey Kushina." As Kushina looks at Naruto, saying, Kushina looks at Naruto saying, "Oh, hey Naruto," giving him a big hug that Naruto embraced. As Naruto says, "What was that hug for?" She says, "What was it for? You saved me yesterday." As Naruto says, "Oh, that was nothing. But, about yesterday," as she says, "You mean the kiss?" As Naruto says, "Yeah. I wanted to know your thoughts about it." As Kushina says, "Well, I thought it was real." As Naruto says, Me too." As she says, "Well, we're too young to date right now, but when we're 12, maybe we can become boyfriend and girlfriend." As Naruto says, "I wouldn't want anything more." As she smiles. Now I'm not gonna do a time skip yet, cause I still gotta tell y'all what happens with the Uchiha massacre. So, Naruto is 8, as he has just walked Kushina back to her house. As Naruto is walking back to his house, as he realizes that it's way too dark. As then he runs to the Uchiha compound, seeing bodies laying all over the floor. Naruto is like, what's going on here? As then we do a flashback to Shisui and Itachi as Shisui's about to kill himself. As Shisui says, "Give this eye to Naruto. He will make a difference in this world, him and your brother. I can tell. But make sure this eye gets to him, and do not kill him. Spare him along with Sasuke. Do you understand, Itachi?" As Itachi nods, crying as then Shisui kills himself. End of flashback. So now Naruto body flickers to his house looking for Shisui. Shisui's nowhere to be found, as then he body flickers to Sasuke's house. As when he gets to Sasuke's house, he enters to see Sasuke on the floor crying, and Itachi standing right behind Sasuke's parents, as Itachi has put Sasuke underneath a genjutsu door he can't move. As Sasuke walked into when he was about to kill his parents, Itachi thought in his head, I can't kill them in front of him. I have to put him in a genjutsu. Plus, Itachi's heart wasn't fully in killing his parents. Like, nobody wants to kill their parents. Like, that's a big thing to do. Y'all know that? No, please, nobody kill your parents. Like, that's don't do that. No. Anyways, so as Itachi finally gained the courage to kill them, he kills Fugaku. As then he's about to kill Mikoto, his sword is in midair. As then his sword clashes with Naruto. As Naruto kicks Itachi back, as Itachi smacks the wall. As Naruto then says, "Fire style, fireball jutsu!" As then he lights their whole house on fire, grabbing Mikoto and Sasuke. As then Naruto body flickers them back to his house as he wakes Mikoto up, saying, Mikoto was awake, but Mikoto said, "Naruto, no, we have to die." As Naruto says, "No, you guys don't. Sasuke will need you." As Fugaku's dead right now. Sasuke will need you. Do you understand? As Mikoto says, yes, Naruto, I understand. Wait a minute. Not Mikoto. Mikoto's Naruto's mom that died. I'm gonna name her. I'm gonna name her. Bro, I'm so retarded, bro. I wasn't even thinking about that. Anyways, I'm gonna name her Amira. Amira, I said, Amira, Sasuke will need you. You can't go dying on him now. As she understands, as Naruto says, you guys stay here. As Naruto locks the door and goes to find Itachi. As Naruto's walking through the as Naruto's body flickering through the Uchiha compound, he sees Itachi sitting on a lamppost. As Naruto teleports that one across from him, saying, "Why did you do this, Itachi?" As Itachi looks at Naruto, as he sees an orange-haired boy with 3 Tamo Sharingans, glaring at him holding a sword in his hand. As Itachi says, 3 Tamo, Naruto, impressive. Well, if you want to know the true reason, I'm not going to lie to you like how I did my brother. As Naruto says, what do you mean? As Itachi says, I killed my clan because I was ordered to by the 3rd Hokage and Danzo. As Naruto says, the 3rd Hokage or just Danzo? As Itachi said, it was mainly Danzo's doing, but the 3rd Hokage did have a say in it. As Naruto's like, I'm not gonna blame the old man. I'll blame Danzo though. He will not get off the hook that easily. Anyways, Naruto says, so what now? You can't kill your mother, nor can you kill Sasuke. As Itachi's like, I didn't know if I was gonna have the courage to even kill my father, but I managed to, and you saved my mother. So, I mean, I thank you, because I wouldn't have been able to stop. As Naruto's like, yeah, whatever. So, where is Shisui? As Itachi looks at Naruto and looks down crying, saying, he killed himself because Danzo stole his left eye. As then Danzo poisoned him. So he was gonna die no matter what. But he ended up giving me his eye. And then he killed himself as Naruto started crying. Then Itachi says, but Naruto, when you unlock your Mangekyo, put this eye inside of yours. As Naruto says, Itachi, where are you gonna go? As he says, I'm gonna go join an organization called the Akatsuki to gather information and send it to Hiruzen. I will still be on the Leaf's side. As Naruto says, yeah, Itachi, I'll see you later. As Naruto starts to cry about Shisui. As then Naruto ends up crying so hard. As then Naruto finally stops crying. As he looks up, swearing that he will continue Shisui's legacy. Which Shisui's legacy was just to live life great. And, never take life for granted. And, be happy and get strong for the ones you love to protect them. As Naruto and Sasuke were the only ones left of their clan, Naruto goes to and Amira. She has a Sharingan, but she ain't got no Sharingan. She got like a 2 Tamoli. As anyways, Naruto goes back to his apartment as he sees Amira and Sasuke awake, sitting on his bed. As Naruto walks in, saying, "How are you guys doing?" As Sasuke runs up to Naruto, saying, "Thank you for saving my mother, Naruto." So Naruto hugs Sasuke, saying, "No problem, Sasuke. I did what I had to do to protect the ones I love. I love you and your mother. I love you as my brother. And I love your mother. Not as my mother. But I do love you guys. So I did save you. So, and another thing, I kind of burned your house down, so you guys will live with me." As they agree, as Naruto says, "I have a spare guest bedroom. Me and Sasuke will share a room as your mother will have her own. That seems fair, right, Sasuke?" As Sasuke says, "Yeah." As Naruto says, "Here." As in Naruto puts a spare bed in Naruto's room right next to his. As they're on separate sides of the room, as there's 2 TVs and there's 2 like cable boxes or whatever, so they can each watch what they want on their own TV and plug their headphones in so they can each hear what they want to hear. Anyways, the next morning, Naruto and Sasuke wake up to Amira cooking breakfast in the kitchen as they go out to Naruto's living room. As Naruto says, "What you cooking, Amira?" As she says, "Oh, breakfast for you two. You guys have school, remember?" As Naruto says, "Ah, yes, school." As Naruto says, "So what do you plan on doing today, Amira?" As she says, I might train and do some cooking. Maybe I'll do some cleaning, even though your house is really clean, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Yeah, I know, right?" Anyways, so Naruto ends up leaving the house, and Naruto and Sasuke leave the house and go to the academy. As they go to the no, my bad, y'all. Y'all got a sneak peek of the next chapter. Anyways, as they, well, how long am I in? 25? Okay. As they arrive at the academy, Naruto is greeted by a warm embrace hug by Kushina. Kushina says, "Naruto, I missed you. I heard about what happened to your clan. I'm so sorry." As Naruto says, "Oh, Kushina, don't worry about it. It's nothing. It affects me." As she says, "But Naruto, are you sure?" As Naruto says, "Of course I'm sure, Kushina. As long as I have the ones I love, which you are one of the ones I love, then I will never fall." As Kushina whispers in his ear, "You know, just because we're not a couple doesn't mean that we can't kiss like last time, you know." As Naruto blushes, saying, "Kushina." As she says, "Well, it's true, but it is true, but I was just joking right now." As Naruto says, "Oh man, Kushina." Anyways, and then Haruka walks in saying, "All right, class, have a seat." As then Sasuke sits by Hinata Hyuga. Sasuke sits by Hinata Hyuga. As Naruto sits by Kushina. As then Sasuke, we're gonna go to Sasuke and Hinata's conversation. As Hinata's really quiet as Sasuke is talking to Hinata. As he says, "So Hinata, you're from the Hyuga clan, I hear." As she says, "Yes." Sasuke says, "So, do you have your Byakugan?" As Sasuke only has one Tamo Sharingan because he's a little weak. Bya. Anyways, so yes. She says, "Yes, I do have my Byakugan, actually." As Sasuke says, "Oh, that's pretty cool." As Sasuke says, "We should hang out sometime." As she says, "Yes, I would love to hang out with you, Sasuke-kun." As Sasuke says, "Great. How about after class today? Meet me at the meet me at one of the training grounds and we'll do a little bit of sparring." And she says, "Okay." As then class ends, as Naruto stands up, Naruto stretches, saying, "Wow, bro, I've never sat still for that long." As then Naruto says, "Kushina," Kushina says, "Yes, Naruto." As then Naruto says, "Allow me to walk you home today." As Kushina says, "Okay." As Kushina says, "It's about time. I know I told you that I don't know my real parents, but I can let you meet my step parents. Oh my gosh, they're so nice." As Naruto says, "Okay, let's go." As Naruto and Kushina walk to her parents' house. As they arrive to her parents' house, Naruto knocks on the door. As then her parents answer saying, "Oh my gosh, Kushina, you're home." As they say, as her mother says, Kushina actually has two mothers instead of a mother and a father, no cap. As then she says, "Oh, and who is this handsome young man you've brought home, Kushina?" As Kushina says, Mom, this is Naruto Uchiha." As they say, "Ooh, you got yourself an Uchiha, I see." As Kushina says, "I don't got myself anything. You guys are so embarrassing." As Naruto cracks a smile, as Kushina says, "What's funny, Naruto?" As Naruto straightens up real quick. As then he says, "Nothing. But it's nice to meet you guys. Can I have your names?" "Oh, I'm Kira, and I'm Donna." As Naruto says, "Kira and Donna. Got it." As then Naruto says, "Well, I just wanted to walk you home, Kushina, and I did that, so I'll be heading off now." As Kushina says, "Wait, Naruto, why don't you have dinner with me and my family?" As her parents say, "Yes, yes, yes, invite him over for dinner." As Naruto says, If you insist, Kushina. As she says, yes, I insist. As the Naruto walks in. As they immediately go to Kushina's room, the first thing that Kushina says is, wait, Naruto, wait. You can't come in yet. As Naruto says, why not? As she says, I got something hanging out that I need to put away. And then Kushina hurried up and went in and folded her bras and underwear and put them in her drawer. And then she hid her picture of Naruto that she took when Naruto was training and he had his Sharingan out. But Naruto knew that she took it and he purposely smiled with the Sharingan out, but he didn't think that she was gonna be kissing it every night or whatever. As then she put it in her drawer. As then she says, Naruto, okay, you can come in. As Naruto walks in saying, your room smells good and it looks nice. And there's a lot of red in here. Like your hair. As she says, oh, yeah, you're right. As Naruto says, so, Kushina. As Kushina says, yes, Naruto? As Naruto says, why? So what did you have to hide from me? As she says, what do you mean hide from you, Naruto? As Naruto says, when you went in here, I activated my Sharingan, and I could see your chakra moving, and you were hiding something over there in that drawer. As Kushina says, no, I'm not. As Naruto body flickers to the drawer, saying, oh yeah? As then he opens it. As then he sees a picture of him with, like, a kiss mark on it. As Naruto looks at it saying, Kushina, have you been kissing this picture of me? As Kushina says, no. As Naruto says, are you lying to me? As she says, yes, Naruto. As then Naruto says, if you wanted to kiss, all you gotta do is ask. As then she turns into the hot red habanero. As she punches Naruto, Naruto says, ow, that stuff hurt it. As then she says, that's what you get, jerk. As Naruto says, what'd I do? As then her mom called them down for dinner. As then they go down to the dinner table and ask Naruto, so Naruto, you're from the Uchiha clan? As Naruto says, yes. As then they say, I'm sorry about what happened to your clan. As Naruto says, oh, no worries about it. As then they say, so, do you have Sharingan? As Naruto says, yes, would you like to see? As they say, ooh, yes, please. As then Naruto activates his 3-Tamo Sharingan, as they say, oh my gosh, you're probably so strong. As Naruto's like, yeah, I'm somewhat of strong. He's just being modest at this point. As then they're like, you're just being modest, Naruto. It's okay. We know you're strong. As Naruto laughs. As then Naruto says, if you want to see strong, you should see Kushina. She can literally beat me up at any time she pleases. As then he rubs the the little bump on his head from Kushina hitting him upside the head. As she says, oh, she must have hit you for something, didn't she? As her parents laugh. As Naruto says, yeah, I didn't even do anything. All I did was look at a picture of me and I seen that there was. As then Kushina said, I told you to be quiet. As then she knocked Naruto upside his head. As Naruto's on the ground like, I'm sorry. As her parents laugh. As then they finish dinner. As Naruto says, that was an amazing dinner. Miss Uzumaki's, because that's what they call her. Because Kushina's mothers are is a red-haired girl and a black-haired girl. They both pretty bad, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, as Naruto says, okay, Kushina, well, I had to head home now. As Kushina says, alright, Naruto, I'll see you at the academy tomorrow. As Naruto says, yeah, of course. As Naruto walks home. As he's walking home, he sees a little girl getting bullied. This girl is Hinata's sister. As then Naruto says, oh no. As then he body flickers on top of the 3 boys, giving them a spinning kick to the face. As then they're all knocked out. As Hinabi is crying because they were hitting her. As Naruto says, "Are you okay, little girl?" As Hinabi looks up, seeing that Naruto beat up both of them, and saying, "Yes, thanks to you." As Naruto says, "Here, get on my back." As little Hinabi gets on Naruto's back, as Naruto says, "Are you from the main house of the Hyuga?" As she says, yes. As Naruto walks to the door, as he knocks on the door, as Hiashi says, opens the door saying, yes. As then Hinabi peeks out from Naruto's back as he says, "Oh my gosh, Hinabi, I was so worried about you. I just sent 50 troops out to look for you." As she said, "I was getting bullied and I got taken by these three boys, but this boy, he saved me. He saved me from the bad guys." Yeah, she says, "How can I ever thank you for saving my daughter?" "Oh, sir, please don't thank me. I just did what I felt was right. And apparently I was right, was I?" As Naruto gives him a smile. As Hiyashi says, "Oh my gosh, you're so kind." As he says, "I see you're an Uchiha. You're totally not like how they were. Except there was this one nice Uchiha. His name was Shisui." As Naruto says, "That was my big brother." As Hiyashi says, that makes sense. "Oh, Naruto, I appreciate you for bringing back my daughter to my home. I humbly appreciate you," as Naruto says. "No problem. Good night, sir." As then he body flickers away. He body flickers inside of his house. As then he walks in to see. He sees he sees Amira, which is Sasuke's mother, in the kitchen cleaning up after dinner. She says, "Naruto, where were you? You weren't home for dinner." As Naruto says, "Oh, I had dinner at a friend's house. She invited me over." Oh, as Amira says, "Oh, it was a she." As Naruto says, It's not like that, Amira." As she says, "I think it is like that because Sasuke made a little friend too. Just go and see." As Naruto says, "Just go and see." As Naruto walks into hidden Sasuke's room, as he sees him and Hinata playing the PlayStation, and he's like, "What are you guys doing in here?" Wait, no, he's like, "Oh, hey, Hinata." And as Hinata says, "Oh my gosh, Naruto," she runs up and gives him a hug, saying, "Thank you for saving my sister Hinabi," as she lets go. As he says, "Oh, she's your sister." "Yeah, I found her getting bullied by 3 Chunin as I took them all out." As she says, "I appreciate you so much." As Naruto says, "Oh, it was nothing." As in Naruto laid down in his bed, which is on the other side of the room, as he turned on his PlayStation, plugging in his microphone as he played he played 2K21. He was dropping dudes. He was on a 27 game win streak and then he got tired, so he just got off. He's a 98 overall and has a legend rep. Anyways, he wakes up the next day. Today's going to be a special day for Naruto, but Naruto doesn't know it. As Naruto goes into the academy. There are 4 Jonin just standing inside of the academy next to Haruka alongside of the Hokage saying, "Naruto, we've been waiting for you." As Naruto says, "Why?" As then they say, "We're here by awarding you with this." As they give Naruto, this is a all black sword that has a golden tiger on like the on the handle. As Naruto says, "What is this?" As he says, "This was the long blade wielded by none other than the second Hokage." Yes, I gave the second Hokage a made up blade that looks really cool. As Naruto says, "Well, why are you giving me this?" As the third Hokage says, "Well, apparently you've been doing good deeds all over the village." Flashback. Naruto runs into an old man that needed help pulling his weeds. As Naruto pulled his weeds, then the old man neighbors needed help. As there was gift baskets and stuff raining in from all over the village for Naruto. As then Naruto says, "Oh yeah, I was helping a lot of people, wasn't I?" As then Naruto gets his, it's a short blade just like Shisui's. As Naruto, it's like a really short blade. As Naruto takes out the one that he had and puts in his new all black blade with the golden tiger handle. Then he puts it on his sword holster on his back, just like Shisui's was. As then he walks over and has a seat next to Kushina as the 4 Jonins. Wait, no, he doesn't have a seat yet. As he says, "So, what's the 4 Jonin about?" As they say, "Well, Naruto, not only that, we realize that your skills, they're not on the level of a Genin, and you're only 8 years old. So, we want to know if you would like to become a Jonin, just like us." As Naruto says, As then he thinks about his life that would happen if he just skipped to being a Jonin. As Naruto says, if I was to decline the offer right now, would there still be a spot for me later? As I say, of course, Naruto. This is not just solid pressure. Of course, this is a lot to think about, because you'd be losing the rest of your academy years, which is very precious time. So, yeah, Naruto, you can take as long as you need to think about it. Just let us know whenever you're ready. As Naruto says, okay. And then he goes up to Kushina. As Kushina says, hey, Naruto, I'm so proud of you. As Naruto says, thanks, Kushina. As Kushina says, why didn't you just become a Jonin? As Naruto says, well, I just can't. As she says, but why? As Naruto says, if I become a Jonin, then I wouldn't be able to see you like how I want to. As Kushina says, oh, Naruto, don't let me get in the way of you being successful. As Naruto's like, I'm going to be successful no matter what, as long as I'm with you. And you keep me on the right track that I'm supposed to be on. As Kushina says, of course I will, Naruto. As Naruto smiles. Well, guys, that is where I'll end this video off. If you guys want to, of the Orange Claw, what if Naruto was an Uchiha? If you guys want part 2, like, comment, subscribe, and you know me, Kakashi the Dragon Sage, I'm modded, y'all.